Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle, and today I wanted to share with you the best Black Ops 2 buried zombies strategy. And I guess this is mainly for solo. It can work team-based, but only one person can get up here, and it's kind of pointless when you're playing with a team. You're not going to get any further than you would running in circles with a ray gun Mark II because it's a full team. It's going to take longer. But it does work. Either way, I recommend solo if you're trying to make your extremely high rounds. This is definitely a strategy to make it 100 plus. That's not BS. It's completely true. Most of the people that have made it past round 100 have used this strategy. It's a matter of luck. It's a matter of whether or not you get the animation error, which is the big thing now. If you make it far in zombies, you'll either make it far or you'll get the animation error, which ends your game, gives you your stats, and won't allow you to go any further. So the strategy is obviously, and before I say, I'm sure you guys have seen this strategy several times on YouTube. This is a well-known strategy, obviously. Everybody knows it. But there are a couple videos that I didn't really enjoy because I felt like there could have been more emphasis placed on some of the tips, or there could have been actually more tips added to help you survive longer. So I want to give you guys the best advice I can. I made it to round 78 before it gave me the error message. So here's my advice. Now, you're going to want to sit on top of this roof, and you're going to want to aim down with this petrifier where the zombies are jumping up at and kill them. Here's the thing, is you don't want to hold down the trigger. A lot of people make the mistake of holding down the trigger, running out of their petrifier, whatever you're shooting out of it, and you have to recharge really quick. The best thing to do is to constantly tap the trigger. As long as you're constantly tapping that trigger, it's recharging a little bit as you're using it again. So you're literally doubling the time you have to use the weapon than you would if you're just holding the trigger. So it's best to just keep tapping the trigger. Another thing is you want to keep an eye out on what your charge number is. So what'll happen is you'll start at 0. When you start using that gun, it'll start moving up. When it gets to around 50, that's when you need to start moving into the pile of zombies, which leads me to my next tip. You need to stay really close to the zombies where they're jumping up. You don't want to be back near the debris because you're giving them space. You're giving them time to set their feet and start running at you. You want to be right next to where they're jumping up, so you're catching them as soon as they're getting to the top there, as soon as they're landing. They don't have a lot of time to get set, turn around, start running at you, and if they do, you just back up. You've got room. If you're already back at the debris, you're giving them a chance to run. If you start getting hit, your only option is to jump down, which, you want to do that less as possible. I can't even talk. You don't want to do that at all. That is definitely a way to die really easily. So you want to stay close to the zombies. Now, one thing that you absolutely have to have, and really you don't even need Juggernaut to do this strategy, but I'd highly recommend getting all the perks. You really don't need it. But the one thing you absolutely have to have is Vulture's Aid. So what you do is when you start hitting that around 50, maybe 60 number, you want to start getting closer to the zombies, and you want to be on top of them so that you can get that green smoke. When that green smoke is on you, you can either finish killing off the zombies, or if you're already too high, or at like say 80, 90, even 100 on the charge rate, you can stand in the green smoke, let them all run by you, and recharge. Now, one really cool thing about Vulture's Aid is it allows you to pick up ammo, but with the petrifier, you can't pick up ammo. It's unlimited ammo. But what happens is when you stand on those little ammo packets, it recharges your gun a lot quicker. When you kill a horde of zombies, they're going to drop a bunch of ammo packets, so you can walk over in that one little spot, and it helps almost recharge your gun like the snap of a finger. So it's pretty quick. Definitely a very good strategy. The only thing I recommend doing when you fall down, if you have to jump down, if you absolutely have to jump down, I'd say I try to run up the stairs to the tram. Well, it's not always the trampoline stand. I recommend running up the stairs next to where the box location is at the beginning. That could also be a death trap because if you get screwed. But the best thing to do would be to completely run away from the area, go over to the bar or the saloon, and run a circle over there, then come back, fly back up. It's the best strategy, it really is. What'll happen is you guys will make it really far, and then you'll get that error message. It always happens. Let me advise you, I would say not to do this strategy from round 1 to maybe 35, 30, because I promise you the strategy is going to get really boring. So I would not start doing the strategy at round 1 or like 3 when you get the gun. I'd wait a while. I'd do something more entertaining for the first 30, 40 rounds. Then when it starts to get impossible to kill zombies, jump up there and do your thing. So, and remember, you don't always have to be up here. You can run in circles with the petrifier too. It's just easier in this spot because they all come to one position. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. That's the strategy. It's pretty easy. It's just extremely boring. Takes a lot of time. You got to make sure that you have the time to use. So that's all I've got. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.